All right, just finished up that 5.28 mile run, guys. It felt fantastic. Honestly, I felt like I could go potentially 8. I got about halfway done and I was like, you know what? We're gonna keep it at just over 5. It was a great run. I hope you guys enjoyed the footage. A little bit different. Obviously, it wasn't my main man, Nikki Gates, filming. Actually, my best friend and Nick's cousin, Ryan, and I've talked about this on the channel before, but him and his wife actually moved here to Austin for the next couple months and are staying with me. So yeah, we have a little bit of extra help, which is fantastic. We're gonna bring a lot of great content coming to the channel here soon. We are halfway through with the road to 100, guys. We got about 16 days left. And to be honest with you, less than 53 miles to go. I think we're right on track. I think we're gonna feel really good, but we'll talk more about that later in the video towards the end. But aside from that, guys, I'm gonna run inside, get a quick shower. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I gotta order some food. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna talk about all the road to 100. Today is a active kind of rest day, but first let's grab some food and let's get right to it. Holy smokes, that was the longest time I think it took for an online order pickup that said it would be ready in about 10 minutes. It took over 20 minutes to get some Whataburger here. Whataburger, a Texas classic. Actually, Whataburger was supposed to be part of my my 10,000 calorie challenge. I was gonna do their patty melt, which was close to like 1,500 calories. But make sure you guys check out that video if you haven't seen it. Card up here, 10,000 calorie challenge. It was crazy. You guys don't want to miss it. Let's give you guys a little review. I've only had this one time. Okay. So the chicken is actually really crispy on the outside. Tender, pretty tender in the middle. As you guys can see, it's pretty small. It's a pretty small tender. The biscuit's pretty dry, I'll be honest. It's a little dry. And then you get kind of this honey. This is honestly not as good as the first time I had this. Yeah, this is really interesting. It's pretty dry, I'll be honest. I feel like they didn't put enough of the honey butter on this, but there is kind of this light honey butter kind of flavor on top. You can kind of see it here on the back, kind of oozing out. These are their kind of hash brown sticks. Kind of interesting, right? Not bad. I mean, you put 3 together and it's like a hash brown patty, you know what I'm saying? The Whataburger honey butter chicken biscuit today, I'm gonna give this like a 4 out of 10. It's not great today. It's just super dry. It's just missing all the sauce here on the back that you can see. The hash brown sticks, they're not bad. I'll give these like a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Like, they're not terrible. They're not overly cooked. Still a good amount of crisp, so you can't complain there. Had to get some food in me before we talk about all these numbers, all these metrics. That's kind of the topic of today's video. It's kind of a theme that myself and my good friend Ryan, we talked about him earlier, kind of came up with, and how the vlogs will be somewhat structured, but a little bit still free-flowing, kind of day-to-day and whatnot. There'll always be somewhat of a common theme, I think, right now, depending on kind of how things go and what you guys comment. But obviously, the road to 100 is the theme this month. We are trying to knock out 100 miles, and let's give you guys an update as to where we are at. Now, I'm shooting this the day that you guys are watching this. Today is the 17th, so we are over halfway done with the month. We have ran a total of 55.13 miles, which is pretty crazy to even think about, and I have about 44.87 to go. I'm actually a little bit further ahead than I thought I might be, especially with all the off days that I've taken. Now, if you're not following me on Instagram at DVW Fitness, you should be, because I've been highlighting my road to 100 and kind of keeping you guys up to date with where I'm at each and every day that I go out on a run. The consistency, and I've been using notes to kind of keep track of where my miles kind of stand. So there was actually like a 5-day period where I was kind of going a run, no run, run, no run. And it was because of that knee issue that we talked about in the last video. Overall, I'm feeling really good. In the last 6 days, I've actually ran consistently every single day. I am taking an off day today. And you might be saying, like, why are you taking an off day if you don't need to take an off day? Well, sometimes you gotta let your body rest. And let's talk about the metrics between week 1 and week 2. Now, this is based on 7 days. And in week 1, we ran 21.79 miles. So not too bad, guys. That's averaging roughly about 3 miles a day. Just over that, right? Now, the second week, we ran 24.6 miles. for the week, which is fantastic. And to be honest with you, we increased the mileage by 3 miles that week, which I think is awesome. I think that's a good steady pace. I didn't really want to progress each week with more than 5 miles additional per week. So I'm kind of right there at 3 miles, and I feel really, really good. So far this week, I've ran 8.74 miles. I'm 2 days into that. And then again, today I am going to take a rest day. Tomorrow will be a very long run, probably my longest one yet. I think my longest, looking at the metrics here, is 7.01 miles. I'm probably going to try to go 8. That's kind of how I've been progressing in terms of the mileage kind of length. But yeah, aside from that, you know, my weight loss is actually going down. And then, like I said, physically, I feel great. I do feel like I'm starting to lose a little bit of weight in my face. I'm down about 3 pounds over the last week. Obviously, a lot of that can be attributed to water weight, bloat, etc. But for me personally, I do feel like I am actually losing a solid amount of weight just because of all the increase in cardio. Burning more calories, calories in, calories out. That's how it works. So anyway, guys, if you have any questions, you have comments, concerns, make sure you leave a comment below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe and bell for notifications. And as always, we'll catch you guys in the next one.